Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would film a leg session. I've just done sort of all my warm-up bits before squats. So I have like mobility and activation work, and then abductor and tempo leg press this week. Got SSB squats today, so I've got some pause squats first, then into some normal squats. This will be the heaviest I've been for this amount of reps since training squats again. So a couple of weeks ago I did a 160 single, 160 singles. This week I've got up to 160 for 3. So hopefully it all goes well. Just putting my knee sleeves on and then I'll be ready to get underway with squats. So that is squats done and really happy with them. Quite a decent amount of volume with the pauses, and then the ascending triples all move really well, even the top set. And that is the heaviest I've done for a triple since coming back to squatting. And yeah, I'd taken around 2.5 years off back squatting, and I'd just been occasionally doing a block or two of front squats. So yeah, happy to be at that strength level already. And definitely a lot more in the tank there as well. I feel like if I'd put 180 on there today, like it would have gone for reps, so that's a really nice place to be. My best on the SSB, I believe, is around the 170 mark for a couple of reps, so near approaching that. I don't know whether I'd be able to hit what I have done on a normal bar on the SSB, because it is a little bit harder, being sort of more a high bar type squat rather than like a low bar on the bar, which is what I used to be when I squatted. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see sort of how far I can push that. But anyway, I am going to move on to the rest of my accessory work. So I've got hack squat, RDLs and hyperextensions. And the hack squat today is just some slow eccentrics, which is nice because I've been pushing that really heavy recently, so it'll be nice to just have a little bit of a sort of low limiter on there for that. So yeah, let's get into it. back from training, so I thought I'd do a quick recap on the session as a whole and also the entire training week and how things have been going. I'm really happy with that session. That is the best that squats have felt since reintroducing them. They now are feeling really strong again, and like I can keep adding to the bar. Technique feels solid, and yeah, excited to keep pushing these. Obviously, when you take such a long time off a movement, it does take a few weeks to sort of get back into the right technique and stuff like that. And yeah, it was just because there's been a lot of other things to focus on with competitions and trying to bring up certain weaknesses and stuff like that. And it's the first time that, you know, we have been able to give a little bit more focus to the squat and other static stuff at the moment too. But yeah, really positive session and left feeling really good as well. And I left feeling good after my last session as well, which is a stark difference to the beginning of the week. So for the last 2, maybe even 3 weeks, I've been struggling with this sense of kind of dissatisfaction. And it's nothing to do with the numbers that I've been hitting, because I'm hitting all-time PBs, especially this week. So I'll try and input some clips here, but I hit 80 for a single on log, which matches my best. This has now become like an everyday number for me, which is really cool. And it was the cleanest I've ever hit it. Usually I sort of might have a little bit of a sort of stumble back when I'm at top weights, but that sort of like didn't really happen. So that was really good. And then on the Tuesday, I hit 215 for 3 on deadlift, which I've not actually even hit for 1. So yeah, they were really positive things, but I was leaving the sessions feeling dissatisfied, like I wanted more, like they should have moved better. Just not proud of my achievements, and I really had to step back and sort of figure out like what I was going to do and why it was occurring as well. And definitely after some reflection and some chats with people, I'm feeling better and feel like I, over the last couple of sessions, have got sort of my good headspace back and driving some good momentum forwards as well. I think with this log and deadlift competition coming up, pushing for 1 RMs, it can get you into headspace of wanting more. And obviously you can get that little bit in strongman, and you obviously do want more of the time. But when it's something like a time or an amount of reps, it just feels slightly different. When you're going for a 1 RM, yeah, it kind of feels a little bit like powerlifting. And I definitely suffered with that sort of mindset in powerlifting as well. Nothing was ever enough. So I've really had to check myself and be proud of the achievements that I've done this week. And hopefully with going into next week with a better headspace means that I can perform even better. Because I just think if I can perform well with not the best headspace, then hopefully when I'm feeling good about things and good about myself, then I can perform even better, is my hope. But yeah, so I've got 3 training weeks now left until the log and deadlift. So very much will be into the peak of things, and everything's still feeling good. Everything is moving well, and we'll probably just get like a little bit heavier in training, and then some of the other stuff might start tapering out. So these leg sessions might get like a bit smaller. Squats will probably go on the back burner for the last couple of weeks and stuff like that, just to boost the recovery for, you know, things like heavy pulls. So yeah, feeling more positive going into next week and excited to see what my training week is going to look like. But yeah, getting some really good numbers across the board. Like it is, you know, albeit I am doing this competition, it so far is a very successful off season. You know, I've pretty much ticked off a few little goals already. You know, I wanted to focus more on my static strength, and that's all going in the right direction as well. So yeah, looking forward to the next few weeks, and we'll see what I can hit at the beginning of November. I am going to try and do another training video next week, probably my deadlift session, and yeah, I'll keep you updated on the rest of this prep for the competition, in terms of my training, body weight, all things like that. So yeah, see you in the next one.